Yeah, bro. So, actually, real quick, I just got this, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's fine. I want to talk to you guys about something. I touched on it yesterday, but after having talked with a good friend of mine, I decided that I need to discuss this. I know I already made a video during the middle of the week, but I'm gonna make another one. This will happen from time to time. Sometimes I just feel like talking to you guys, letting you know kind of my opinions on things, or just wanting to talk. Now, here's the thing. I'm I'll let you guys know something about me. Um, I was raised in a small family of three. One older brother, one older sister. I had some hardships from time to time, yes. Um, Dealt with some stuff personally. Gone through all these different things in my life, and it makes me feel like a better person because of it. I say this because after talking with a friend of mine, I've learned that a majority of the people in this country are entitled. There's someone there, a good amount of them, especially where I live, there's a good amount of people self-entitled. None of my friends are. I can guarantee you that none of them are self-entitled. None of them feel like they need to be given things. I know that for a fact. My friends, if they were. But the amount of just self-entitlement that I am seeing is sickening, really. I grew I only got the things I wanted when my family saved up for it and I worked my ass off in school for it. When I gave school my all, I was given the things I wanted. That's the only time anything I ever wanted was given to me. Because I felt that, my parents felt that you need to work to get where you want to go. You cannot be given things just because of who you are. No one should ever be given because they share a name with someone or a bloodline in some way, shape, or form. They should not be entitled to anything. And I say this because when you look at how people act, you can tell like who's entitled, who's not. Um, you can easily tell. They're the ones that are always out doing stuff. They show little to no respect for family in any way, shape, or form. You can hear about some of the stuff they said, and you're just like, why? Um, Now see, now you want to know where I see it? I see those that are self-entitled to be the ones that need the most time growing up. They should not be treated like adults. They need to be treated like little kids. Because that's how they grew up. Nothing but being babied and all this other stuff. It's not good for anyone. If they ever have kids, it's not going to be good for the kids. It's really not, because you're raising your kid how you grew up. Now, in my opinion, I grew up pretty crappy. I did. I lived in a trailer, and it was no fun. I had to find things I had to do. I talked to you guys about my anxiety I have, and just finding things to do. That was always me. I always wanted to find something to do because I hated, like I absolutely hated, not doing stuff because I felt worthless. I really did. I felt like I was one of the most worthless person on the earth.
if I didn't have something to do. You know, some people say, "Oh well, you live in a house, you have an Xbox, you have cable, you have the internet, you have your own computer, you have a smartphone." Yeah, my prepaid smartphone just went to shit. My computer's an HP fucking mini who can't run the even most basic software of screen capturing at the lowest FPS, at the lowest quality. My computer lags trying to just do the basic thing as click on something and update it when it tells me there's something new and it can't even show me what the stuff was. My Xbox is an Elite. It's not the best one. It's the second generation Xbox. My cable is not the best because I only have a certain amount of shows that I can watch, that I do watch, because they're the only ones that show any interest to me. My TV is a box fucking TV. Okay? In no way, shape, or form am I a entitled person. I'm not. I'll say that. There's the amount of entitlement that I have is very little. I don't like people having to rely on me because I feel that if I fail, they're gonna hate me and they're gonna have no respect for me. I don't like to rely on people because they shouldn't have to put up with me. That's how I see things. You should not have to put up with someone. You put up with someone because you want to. That's why in like workforce, if there was ever that one annoying fellow employee who just constantly asked you stuff, I would just start ignoring them or ask to be moved to a different part of the office. File a complaint. If you don't like how you're being treated by someone in work, tell the boss. And that's what's dumb about how like our school works. I mean, school says that we should treat it like work. Okay, a couple problems with that. How our perception of work is the stuff that we want to do. Even when you're first starting your first ever job, you want to do something in that area in the future. Okay, you're people who work at restaurants. You're people that work at like cafes are willing to serve people. They want to provide a service for someone. Those that worked at grocery stores are more willing to help people. No matter what it is. Helping them in some way, shape, or form. Those that work at fast food places are more likely to, how do I say this? More likely to want to look at something at various levels of how they do things. Now, how do I look at things? I've never worked yet. One, because I can't find a place that is willing to give me a minute of their time. Willing to show me the kind of I want people to work here attitude that most places should. Am I entitled to work? Hell yeah, I am. Only when it's work that I want to do. When I apply to somewhere, and I've given you a call, and I know for a fact you're hiring, because I've heard from someone that used to work there, and when that person quit, I got no calls. That kind of pisses me off. Like, you have someone leave, you're willing to hire people. I've put in my application twice. I've called you twice. I've been told you're going to be talked to. What the hell do I get? I don't get a call or anything. Sorry, everyone. Southern Comfort, not the place for you guys to go if you want a job. Because you would almost have to be there and beg for the fucking job. I'm trying Family Dollar the next time I'm there. I'm going there for a fucking job because they're willing to hire and they're nice people. I can trust the people there. Why do I say Family Dollar is a place for me to work at? Mainly because I feel that a lot can be done there that you can't do at some of these like grocery stores. Because in a way, unless you have references relevant to them, there ain't much you can do. I think like how I would raise my kids is if I'm doing work, I want them to be there with me. We could have the biggest yard ever, acres upon acres. I would have them wear the most basic t-shirts and jeans. The basic shoes. Drive around in a car that is invaluable to the basic of how a middle-class worker lives. Even though I would have lots of money, I would still rather my kids see their dad who has all this money but uses it for things like charity, for giving to others, to paying for bills so we have enough money for when we do. If something does get broken, it can get fixed. Because I'm not wasting money on fancy cars, fancy food places. My kids, if I ever had kids, I probably never will, but if I did, would probably grow up living what my life could have been if certain things didn't happen to my family. Because in society, in this world, the nice guy finishes last, but the humble person stays true to himself and the standards they live by. You cannot agree, you cannot disagree that to be humble is to be played a fool. Because if you stay basic and true to yourself, there's no one that can tell you you're wrong. There's no one that can say anything about you that kind of demoralizes you. Can they? Can the most dishumble person who feels so self-entitled to how they live, can they really tell you that your life is meaningless because you rather live life to the fullest but not going over a certain amount? If you agree with the fact that you need to be humble in this world in order to truly be happy, there's a like button you can hit. If you feel that other people need to be humble and they need to watch this video to see a perspective from someone who grew up living kind of a shitty life and seeing some people get away with certain things, like having free stuff when they want it, having their parents do stuff for them because they forgot to, share it. if you feel that there's something that I brought up that I probably should, comment below. Let me know. If you want to see more stuff like this, which might happen in the near future depending on what I feel like talking about. Also, guys, I'm gonna how the whole like thing is gonna work. I gotta do this real quick. Wednesdays is gonna be what the Wednesdays, basically what's going wrong in our world. Then motivational days, Sundays and Saturdays. I'll try to do like funny voices on Fridays. Mondays, I'll say fuck it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's a Monday. Haha. So, bye.